You're listening to the Arkansas Agcast, where we discuss the latest news, trends, and issues impacting Arkansas farmers and ranchers. Our show is brought to you by the Arkansas Farm Bureau Federation and hosted by Brian Pistow and Jason Brown.
It's still on there.
It's you know what, it's just as good as it was a couple of weeks ago. I forgot. We took last week off, so I forgot about it. That makes my day. Oh my gosh,
it's still fun.
Yeah, that is still really fun. Really fun. Well, Mr. Pistol, here we are.
Yes,
It's the Arkansas Agcast, a day early, November 30th. It's Wednesday. You're used to seeing us on Thursday, but we are here on Wednesday because...
That's right. We're kicking off the state convention.
88th annual
88th.
State Convention of Arkansas Farm Bureau.
We are sitting inside the trade show, and it's already starting to bustle a little bit.
Yeah, that's because we like to drive our engineers crazy and make them have to work with a bunch of background noise.
We should have done this on some of the heavy farm equipment over there.
That would have been cool. Just me and you in the cockpit of plenty room, in the cockpit of a tractor.
There is. It's actually quite comfy in there.
Yeah, we could have had our own HVAC in there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So we're in the trade show. It is packed. I mean, this thing, we set this up to basically record right as the trade show is opening. Mm-hmm. And but I'm telling you, it's been busy in here all morning. Like, people didn't wait for the trade show doors to open.
I thought you were just trying to fit one more in November. So
that was it. We're gonna look back in our December and say, like, why did we skip an episode? Yeah. So anyway, it looks good. We are we're gonna talk to Jeff McClure.
Yes.
Here in a bit.
Yes, he will have all kinds of information. Good information. He's been a busy man this week.
Yeah, Jeff is our events director at Arkansas Farm Bureau, and he is going to come talk to us not only about the trade show and everything that's going on, the sold-out trade show, I should say.
Yes.
He's going to come talk to us about the trade show, but he's also going to talk to us about things going on in the general session, the workshops that we have here to offer, some of the awards and honors that we're going to be giving away. Jeff's going to cover really everything about the convention.
Yes.
So we're super, super stoked about that. As we mentioned, we've been off for a couple of weeks. And the last time we were together, I think, was the week before the week of Thanksgiving. So I must ask you, how was Thanksgiving?
Man, Thanksgiving was great.
Yeah.
It was an unusual Thanksgiving.
Okay.
We have not done turkey or anything yet. We decided to delay that. We'll probably do that next week.
Yeah. Okay.
Kind of as a celebration for being done with convention and all that stuff.
Right.
We ended up having family over, and we ended up doing chili and that kind of stuff because the kids didn't really want turkey. But,
Right.
But then we babysat grandkids.
Oh yeah.
And I got
That'll
sick
keep
as
you busy.
I got sick as a dog over the weekend
gosh.
after that. So
Oh, my goodness.
That was my Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Early Christmas gift.
Yes.
Boy,
Yes.
those kids
It was
can
the bonus.
haul around the germs.
Oh my gosh.
And somehow just be fine.
Yes. 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 But we had a ball.
Well,
They're
I got to
precious.
tell you, I applaud you guys for skipping the turkey. And I'll tell you why. Because we go all year without eating turkey, ham, dressing, whatever. And then we have the same meal twice in 30 days.
Yeah.
And that just, I'm not a fan of that. I don't know. Like, we did the traditional, we did it twice over the break, once with my side of the family, once with my wife. And then we're going to turn around and do it again at Christmas. So I might just buck the trend at Christmas and show up with enchiladas. I'm just saying.
We usually end up doing Chinese or something like that.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
about the only place open on Christmas Day.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Well, I'm glad y'all had a good one. I know it was tiring.
I trust yours was good as well.
It was, you know what, it was good. We went out and spent some time in nature, spent some time outside. It was a little chilly, but we had a blast.
For a second there, I thought you were going to go down a path and say we pulled a Griswold and went and cut down a tree.
No, we you know what we did? We went up to Mountain Home to Bull Shoals on the White River and camped for Thanksgiving. So
very nice.
Yeah,
very nice.
it was good.
That's good.
It was good. Something that just honestly we can't have this show today and not talk about. The U.S. men's team
Absolutely
had a victory in the World Cup yesterday.
Absolutely.
Over Iran, which moves them out of the group round and into the knockout round.
Yes.
On Saturday. So congratulations.
I understand the goal that was scored. Our player got injured.
He did.
Is he going to be there on Saturday?
He says he will be. He sent
I sure hope so.
He posted on Instagram yesterday from a hospital bed, saying, "I'll be there."
Well,
so
excellent.
Yeah, so the team plays again on Saturday against the Netherlands at 9 a.m. Our time. So, yeah,
very good.
You're very lucky I didn't show up in all-American flag gear today to celebrate the victory.
I mean, I would have just rolled with it. I'd be like,
look, if there's a place to do it.
It's exactly right.
You know what I mean?
Let's do it.
All right. And one last thing just to mention, just because this is starting to pop up everywhere on the news, the election cycle is over, obviously. Those folks who won the election haven't been placed into office, but we're really ramping up the Farm Bill conversations.
Yes.
Especially with Senator Bozeman, ranking member of the Senate Ag Committee, and then Congressman Crawford over on the House side. So a lot of news, a lot of coverage going on right now about the Farm Bill, a lot of conversations about what should or shouldn't be there. So I know we talked a lot about this back in the early summer. But just kind of something to put in everybody's minds. We'll be talking more about the Farm Bill as we move on. As 2023 is a year for that to be renewed.
Yes, that'll be. I'm sure we will report on that many times.
Yeah, you guys may get tired of hearing us talk about it, but
it's all interesting.
It is, and it's important to our growers and ranchers. All right, well, let's dive into the news. We want to make sure and give Jeff his time, but we'll dive right into the news here. Just a couple of stories today, so we can go ahead and talk to Jeff. But we'll start the show this week by marking a milestone in a fight that has been absolutely devastating to the U.S. poultry industry. As of Monday, more than 52.5 million birds across the United States have died from avian influenza, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. This is based on reporting from ABC News, and that reporting makes this outbreak. The reporting of numbers makes this outbreak the deadliest in history, surpassing the 2015 outbreak that killed about 50.5 million birds. Wow. As a reminder, avian flu is a disease of birds, which occurs when they are infected with avian influenza type A viruses. It poses no real threat to humans. I think of all those cases, there was like one human case reported. Domestic poultry, including chickens and turkeys, can be infected and spread the disease, as well as other bird and animal species, according to the CDC. We have covered reports of the impact of avian flu quite a few times on the podcast. Most recently, as those impacts reached the Thanksgiving table and increased turkey prices resulting from the outbreak. The state of Arkansas did have one flock impacted by avian flu, which we've reported, but haven't had any cases since. We do have strong biosecurity protocols in place, which likely help control the outbreak here in Arkansas. You can learn more about the avian flu on the CDC's website or by visiting the Arkansas Ag Department's website as well.
Wow, and staggering numbers.
Yeah, really and truly.
Well, speaking of topics that we've covered in the past that are reemerging, the rail workers' strike is back in the news, but this time Congress may get involved.
Okay.
Based on reporting from the Associated Press, President Biden asked Congress on Monday to intervene and block a railroad strike before next month's deadline in the stalled contract talks. House leadership has said that lawmakers would take up legislation this week to impose the deal that unions agreed to in September. Hundreds of business groups had been urging Congress and the president to step into the deadlocked contract talk and prevent a strike.
Okay.
Both the unions and railroads have been lobbying Congress while contract talks continue. If Congress does act, it will end talks between the railroads and 4 rail unions that rejected their deals Biden helped broker before the original strike deadline in September. 8 other unions have approved their 5-year deals with the railroads.
Interesting.
The business groups led by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, National Association of Manufacturers, and National Retail Federation said even a short-term strike would have a tremendous impact, and the economic pain would start to be felt before the December 9th strike deadline.
Oh, wow.
That's fast.
Yeah.
They said the railroads would stop hauling hazardous chemicals, fertilizers, and perishable goods up to a week beforehand to keep those products from being stranded somewhere along the tracks. This is a crucial situation for the agriculture industry, especially as producers are expecting inputs in advance of the next growing season. U.S. Representative Rick Crawford, ranking House member of House Subcommittee on Railroads, told the Democrat Gazette that he hopes cooler heads will prevail before Congress steps in. And just before we stepped in here, you were giving me an update on that. You'd heard something new.
Yeah, we got a note this morning saying that Congress is actually set to vote on this deal. There's a couple of competing resolutions or proposals there. One is the original one, which was struck in September. The other one adds these paid sick days, which has been sort of the crux of some of the negotiations. Mm-hmm. So I believe Congress is going to vote, the House will vote today, sending it to the Senate, which will have the option to either vote on what the House passes or something different. So this is, when I say fluid situation, I mean literally changing by the minute. So we'll continue to keep an eye on this. But like you mentioned, I mean, this is so crucial to the agriculture industry, as we do expect those inputs and things like that. I mean, this is really an intense moment. And this is the first I'd heard in your reporting that December the 9th, a week out from that date, that's, I mean, literally in a matter of a few days.
That's a week from Friday. I mean.
Yeah. So, anyhow, yeah, that's the update as of now. And we'll continue watching it.
Yes. Yeah. Very much so. I sure hope they can reach some form of cooperative agreement.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's step away from the news for a bit to learn a little bit more about your annual Farm Bureau membership.
Perfect.
Your Arkansas Farm Bureau membership supports our work on behalf of Arkansas farmers, ranchers, and rural communities around the state. From youth leadership programs and academic scholarships to hunger relief and disaster support, and much more. You can make a difference and be a champion for your community. Join today at arfb.com.
Your $40 annual ARFB membership contributes to important work being done in your local community. County Farm Bureaus across the state provide support in the way of filling food backpacks for students, providing scholarships, and even taking the time to read in local schools. If this is something you'd like to be involved in, please consider joining or renewing at arfb.com to support our work in your community. Brian, I am really excited about the next segment of the show. We're going to have one of the absolute coolest Farm Bureau employees on the planet, don't tell them I said that, here on the podcast to give us a breakout of state convention. It's going to be pretty fun.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. We're already seeing a lot of great things here. We wanted to give a shout-out to our trade show sponsors. One, we're sitting on the Progressive Tractor stage in the middle of the trade show.
Awesome.
But the other platinum sponsor, along with Progressive Tractor, is Greenway.
All right.
Our gold sponsor is Agri Health Network, and our silver sponsor is Arkansas State University.
Oh, thanks to those guys for making this entire show possible.
Yes,
very
much so.
All right.
But without further ado, help me welcome the man with the plan, the one and only Jeff McClure.
There he is.
Glad to be here.
With his signature green glasses on.
That's right, yeah.
You always have the coolest glasses.
I know Chase is messing with me, saying he's going to look for me at the green grass. I said, I might put my red ones on.
Yeah.
Or as Jack Evans calls them, cheaters.
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 Hey,
That's what he calls
Hey,
them.
hey, Jeff, can you give me some of those cheaters?
Look, I've already decided when I get to that stage in life, I'm gonna have those ones that break.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking? Those are so cool,
They
man.
They are.
Just there.
Yeah,
whenever
they're always there.
Yeah, whatever. All right. Well, Jeff, we are. Nobody came to hear about our optometry tips. So
Our bad vision.
yeah, exactly.
Yes.
We're back in Hot Springs this year.
We are.
As an event planner, I guess I should say it. You are the event director, but as an event planner, tell me something about this venue that makes it a good fit for AFB convention.
Yeah, Hot Springs, because we bounce back and forth for this for Hot Springs and Little Rock.
Yeah.
And Hot Springs is what I like about it is it's got hotels that book in the convention center.
Oh, yeah.
Because we got Embassy on one end, Hotel Hot Springs on the other, which
Uh-huh.
we pretty much take over the whole thing. But it's, it makes it easy for our career members to have a place to stay. They don't have to go as far. And, everything downtown is somewhat walking distance for the most part. So it's kind of a good spot for that. And, it's just kind of a different vibe. Hot Springs is a little more laid back. Whereas Little Rock, everybody is downtown, so it's just kind of a different feel to it, But it's just kind of a fun, and the staffs here are really easy to work with, because they really enjoy having Farm Bureau.
Yeah.
It's not like just another event, another conference. They really like having the people here.
Yeah.
I've heard several times that like just this staff has said like the people are so nice.
Oh.
And that makes a big difference to them because they want to do stuff for you.
I was telling Brian a while ago, like Pauline was here.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pauline because, man, I'm going to tell you something. She may be the best in the business.
Yeah, she's good.
When
She's
it comes
fantastic.
to event venue
Yes.
contact.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just been incredible.
Yeah.
A couple times yesterday and today. So, anyway, all right. Well, that's a good one. I know people love coming down
Yeah.
here. I was having that conversation with Michael earlier, and yeah, it's just cool. Well, I guess we've got some great content this year. It's not just about the venue; it's about the content, especially in the general sessions. Do you mind to share a little bit about what our members can plan on seeing and hearing?
So we'll kick it off. Today, I think 1:30 or 1 o'clock, whatever this time is starting, and we actually kind of wanted that. We always have someone sing the national anthem.
Oh yeah.
So this year, the agency manager here put me in touch with Lakeview High School, and we have like a choir coming.
Lake Hamilton.
Yeah, Lake Hamilton
Yeah.
Choir. Harmonia is the group.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
I think there's 14 or 15 kids coming. So it'd be something different.
Wow,
just
that's
kind
cool.
of deal. And I was trying to get their color guard, but I could never get everything finalized. But so we have like the Air Force Base coming to do it, which is still pretty
Yeah,
good.
Still great.
So we'll kick everything off at 1 o'clock with that. And then we kind of got, special guest, an honoree giving the pledge. And so that'll be kind of, neat to see.
Yeah.
And then we'll do some awards, the Stanley Reed Leadership Awards, some Education Awards. And then, of course, Rich Hillman, our board president, will kind of kick off his keynote. And he's got a big thing planned for that, and we're looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, that'll be super cool. On Thursday, I think we have another general session. Is that
Yes,
right?
we do.
So this is going live today. So, you still got time to come down.
Oh, yeah,
I
absolutely.
Guess,
Yeah.
So Thursday, do you want to give us a little bit of recap there?
Yeah. So Kevin McKenzie, who's head of the insurance department, and Donna, I don't know how to pronounce her last name.
Sunyo, I think.
Sunyo, okay.
Uh-huh.
Who's with the Ronald McDonald House. They're going to get on stage and talk about some of the the giving that we do throughout the year with their organization. And then we got some more awards to honor insurance team members, Women's Leadership Committee folks, and the coveted President's Award.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a big one.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
And we've got another big keynote on Thursday as well,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so we're real excited to have Amber Lee Snyder, which a lot of our membership may know from the diversity conference. She came there and was such a big hit with that small meeting. I can't remember how many people we had there, maybe 100.
I don't know. We sold it out.
Yeah, and had little kids skipping school to come see it.
Yeah.
From all over the state. So we made decision like let's go after her for the the state convention because she has a good message and I think it's a good play off of what we had last year. Something totally different was a big deal.
Yeah.
So Amber Lee Snyder, who was get my notes out because I'm going to say the wrong things about
Yeah. No. By all
It's all
means.
right. Most people that are following her do know quite a bit
Yeah.
about her.
Yeah.
If you
and
know her, you know everything about her.
Oh,
She's-
for sure.
So-
We're
Yeah.
already getting questions about when she's going to be here.
Yeah.
I had somebody pull me aside earlier. It's like, is she going to be here today? Because somebody's wanting to buy a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Not going to be here tomorrow, and trying to make
So she'll be
arrangements for
actually in. So another big thing difference this year. So our Farm Bureau found booth
Uh-huh.
is a 30 by 60 area.
Yeah.
It's not just our trade show booth that we rolled out in O&L last year.
Right.
It's a trade show booth. We have our headquarters and advocacy. We have programs all in the middle section. And then we have the new store, which we'll talk about later. But it's a whole area. But that's where Amberly, she's going to be at our trade show booth tomorrow at 10:30 till 12.
Okay.
Signing pictures, doing autographs,
You can
selling
buy our
merchandise.
merch. Yeah.
That's
whatever,
great.
just seeing her, whatever you
Man,
want to
that
do.
is cool.
And then she'll come and do our keynote that afternoon.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that's not all. We've got a lot of great workshops coming up tomorrow too, right?
Yes. So at 8:15, 9:15, we'll have 4 rotating workshops.
Okay.
Each time. So we already get 8, I guess, altogether. So that'll be going on tomorrow morning. And then, obviously we'll break for the women's leadership luncheon, which will be next door to us. And we got a lot of stuff going on. So we got the Foundation Night In, which is tonight.
Yeah, live entertainment.
Yeah, we got the Kordsmeyer music, doing
Okay.
live music tonight. I can't remember the guys from Camden are doing our catering.
Oh, I forget their Wilson's?
Is it Wood?
Woods? Yeah, something like
Woods. But they're doing our catfish dinners for tonight. So it's
Okay.
going to be a good time. So we're going to, I'm looking forward to it. Have silent auction, live auction. Apparently we're doing a live auction. The board is going to go cook for your office.
that. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
That'll be interesting.
Yes.
Has anybody eaten any of the boards cooking?
That's what I think.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't mean to imply
Yeah.
anything. I'm just asking.
I don't
know.
think anyone asked about that before
Yeah.
they decided to auction it
They're
off.
just like, we're in. Let's do it.
I didn't know there was an audition for this.
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I don't know, Jeff. I mean, can there possibly be any more to talk about? We're in the trade show right now. Is there anything about this trade show that you want to talk about?
So the big thing, the new thing. So this is my second convention, and
Same.
and it's kind of our, we talk like, how can we make it better every year? Not add incremental things that make it better and more fun for our membership to come and something.
Right.
New. So one thing I really wanted to focus on was the store, because I was like, we get Farm Bureau swag all the time.
Right. What
Yeah.
what store are you talking about?
So the Farm Bureau store.
Oh, there's a Farm Bureau store.
Farm Bureau store, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And so I worked with Native clothing line. I worked with them to come up with 4 T-shirt designs, that are exclusive to Farm Bureau, and this is the only time you can get them.
Really?
Once it's done, once they're sold,
At
they're
the
done.
show.
We're not doing
Oh
them
my
ever again.
gosh.
And then we've got some. So those are over there. We also did like the retro camo hats.
Oh yeah.
With the Farm Bureau logo
Yeah,
on them.
yeah,
It's just
yeah.
something different.
Nice.
This is one of the shirts. So this is actually, we call it the badge, the Farm Bureau badge shirt. So
Uh-huh.
I actually saw, when I was down in Dallas for the A&M game,
Uh-huh.
I was walking around and saw a shirt similar to this and took a picture of it and sent it and said, make it a Farm Bureau shirt. And this
Really?
Is, this is what they sent
Oh
me.
my
That's
gosh.
killer.
How
Yeah.
killer is that? Hey, look,
Yeah.
we're on video too
Yeah.
today. So this is the badge shirt. Just ask
And then we
Jeff for
got
that.
socks, some fun socks.
Oh,
I got cow
man.
socks. I got pig socks. I got
How cool is
corn.
that?
Just so, we got that fun stuff. And then this is what a
Yeah,
pretty cool
show
shirt.
us that.
So this is a Arkansas camo shirt. So the camo pattern is the state of
Is
Arkansas. And
Oh
then we
my
got the
gosh.
Farm Bureau logo on the sleeve.
Man.
on there.
Oh, and it's like
it's like that-
wicking
Yeah.
or like a
Yeah.
breathable kind of something.
Yeah.
Man,
So that's kind
that
of cool.
is
And so,
awesome.
and the key is all the profits from this go to the foundation.
yeah.
So this is what it benefits.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
Wow.
all for them, and so that's the key. And but again, once it sells out, it sells out. We're not doing anything else with it. But we have hoodies, we have sweatshirts, we have zip up
Yeah.
hoodies. I got the retro camo like this. I got
Uh-huh.
a retro camo hoodie.
Oh, I was
this
just
week.
about to ask about that. I wish I was looking for somebody with something. I was looking for somebody that might have had that in their
Yeah.
hand, because I've seen so many people walk up over. Jenny, we were setting up
Yeah.
yesterday. Jenny had hers on. I've got mine in my bag. Like that retro camo hoodie it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's
So-
a big deal now. So that's our big thing. Trying to really push that this week, this next couple of days, get people selling. Plus, it's perfect for Christmas presents. I got cutting boards over there. I got all kinds of hats. I got little stuffed animals for the kids. So try to think of everything.
Yeah.
Well, other than
My
picking up
goodness.
unique swag, I mean, so I'm a Farm Bureau member. Why would I want to attend the
big
state
thing-
convention?
I think I think the big thing with any convention is the social aspect of it.
Oh yeah.
Because you don't. Obviously, we have 76 county offices. I guess 75 counties. They don't all see each other all the time.
Yeah.
The ones surrounding ones probably they in their districts they see them each other, but Northeast
Right.
doesn't see Southwest. maybe once or twice a year if
Yeah.
they come to convention or come to O&L, whatever it is.
That's true.
And I think that's the big thing with any convention is coming. You talk about what's going on in your county, and maybe they have similar things happening with them or something different, and they've tried something.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we ran into that. We tried this. You take away, some things that might be able to help your county or help your office or whatever, and also just see friends. Obviously, most of these people have been with Farm Bureau for a long time.
No doubt.
You
Yeah.
know, and so they see old friends, old acquaintances, get to go out to dinner, hang out at the foundation night in tonight, go out to dinner tomorrow night. So I think that's the biggest aspect for me. Social, obviously, we're going to give them all kinds of content, workshops. They're going to have their caucuses, and of course, the main thing, the business session on Friday,
Right,
do all
right,
the voting,
right.
which we've had a lot of stuff leading up to that. But
Yeah.
it's just really getting together. Obviously, we saw that with COVID, that ended.
Yeah.
And that was the biggest thing that everybody missed was just getting together. It wasn't necessarily what was happening, just seeing everybody.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and you can see it. I mean, we're just sitting sort of in the middle of the room, so we got a bird's eye view, and I mean, just people are chatting, catching up, browsing, just kind of enjoying the day before things like that general session at 1 p.m. kick off. Well, all right, we talked a lot about convention, all the things going on, but I'll tell you, if you're a listener to the podcast, and I know you probably don't miss an episode, then you know that we always end our interviews with a little fun.
Okay.
And we cannot let you get out of here without some fun.
Okay.
So we're here in the Spa City, a place you know really well,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Have you ever, you're going to think this is odd, but have you ever brought an empty container and filled it
I have not.
with some of that magical hot
No.
springs
And
water?
I've seen people do it, and I've wondered how that really works.
Have you ever done this?
I have not done that.
Are you guys kidding me? Of the three people on this stage,
Yeah.
I'm the only person who
So do
has
you just-
done this.
you
So y'all
just
thought
drink
I
it?
was nuts.
Do you cool it down and drink it, or what do you do
Yeah.
with it?
Hey, look. I mean, you can drink it. You can use it for cooking. You can look. So I grew up in the Delta. So Hot Springs was a bit of a cruise for us. But my grandparents brought me down every summer for vacation.
Yeah.
And you better believe there were at least three empty milk jugs in the back of the car, ready to fill up some of that hot springs water. Yeah, man. So, all right, since you haven't done that, then we'll go to our favorite topic. Brian, you know what it is.
Oh, yeah. Always.
Food.
What's the
Food.
best meal?
I'm going to say it was last night.
Really?
So we went to 501 Prime,
Okay.
and I had the filet, which was really good, but
Yeah.
they had a pork chop
That was a mistake.
that was on the menu, and they didn't say really anything about it. It says it was really good. It
Yeah.
came out, it looked like it was from the Flintstones.
Really?
It was probably the size of a small football
Wow.
and at least 5 inches thick. It was
Wow.
a big, like
Really?
no one could eat half of it.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
It was the biggest thing. It was amazing. And like they said it in the way that it was cooked, like all the way through perfectly, and they were just raving about it. But
Yeah.
just the overall, that's the first time I've ever eaten at 501 Prime.
Yeah,
And it
I've
was
never.
just, everything was excellent. They took great care of us. But
Yeah.
there's so many good places to eat,
Yeah.
but it's,
I'm wondering why you didn't get a ribeye.
It wasn't on our
I'm just
option.
curious. I'm
It
just
wasn't on our
curious. I
option.
mean,
It's,
it wasn't?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah,
But that
they're-
pork chop, man.
It is very good there. I hate
Oh,
that.
you've been?
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Very good food.
Awesome. All
and
right.
also Sam's Pizza, on the lake.
Yep.
Well, you hear pizza in Hot Springs, and my mind goes to one place, but
Which one?
Sam's, DeLucas.
DeLucas. Well, of
But I'll
course,
tell you, we
the
went
Sam's
to-
has been here forever.
We went to Grateful Head a couple months ago, and it was delicious.
Okay.
Great outdoor seating. I mean, now's not really the time for that,
Yeah.
but I mean, it was good too. But okay, cool. Well, man, I know I speak for both of us when I say we appreciate you being on.
Well, thank you.
Definitely.
Enjoyed it and glad to do it. And
Yeah, we'll have you back. We'll have you back for sure. Again, like we said, just to wrap up, I mean, you still have time to come down to Hot Springs. I mean, registration's open this morning. The general session starts at 1. We've got sessions all day tomorrow as well, including the workshop. So please come down and join us if you're seeing this. And thanks for always for listening and watching. That wraps up the news for this week. Thanks for following along with the Arkansas Agcast. We're grateful for you taking the time to watch and listen.
Yeah. And I only had one trivia item this week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's 40 years ago. It's the 40th anniversary of the greatest selling album of all time.
Oh, Thriller?
Yeah. released today
I
in
told you.
1982.
Bring the
And
music, and I will
telling
perform
you,
as well as Rob
it's still-
performs on every other topic.
I listened to the album again last week. It still holds up.
Did you hear Starlight?
Ooh.
That was kind of mind-blowing. We'll talk
Yeah.
about it off air.
All right.
Anyway,
Very
all
good.
right. Well,
Very
again,
good.
thanks for taking the time to watch and listen today.
Yeah.
You can catch the live stream every Thursday at 2 p.m. on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure that you turn on notifications to get alerts when we go live. Listen to the audio version later on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah, and remember the Arkansas Agcast is brought to you by the Arkansas Farm Bureau and hosted by me, Brian Pistole.
And me, Jason Brown.
And our guest for today has been the wonderful man of the hour,
Yeah.
Jeff McClure.
Thank you.
Yeah,
So
the
thanks for
coolest
being
dude
with
in the
us.
Federation. Yeah, thanks again. We'll see you next week.
And we'll see you next week.